Some of my new favorite words nowadays are, we're going live. We're going live. How often have you heard that in the last 2 months? If you are hosting live meetings, or if you've been even participating, you may have heard those words. We're going live. I just heard them again. I hear them every day, which is great. So we are just here again on this fine morning here. It is almost time to kick this off at 9:30 a.m. Pacific. And my co-host says that I have a minute or 30 seconds to vamp. I suppose that just means to talk and things. So that's what we're doing here, vamping. Anyway, we're going to get started right now. My name is Brian Williams, and I am the founder of Real Appointments. We are an agency that generates guaranteed sales appointments for our business-to-business clients, all kinds of business professionals. And every morning we are live here to share some of our process that helps us guarantee appointments for our clients and for ourselves, so that you can implement this in your own business and get some appointments for yourself. With that, I want to introduce my co-host. There you are.
Hey, morning. Good morning.
How you doing?
I am doing fantabulous. How about you?
I'm great. I got my Jedi coffee mug full of coffee.
My In-N-Out coffee mug full of coffee.
All right. I'll drink to that.
Now, today we're talking about Sales Navigator and some free ways to do searches on LinkedIn, straight out of LinkedIn.
That's right.
So that's an exciting topic. And as always, we are live. So go ahead and comment, ask questions. This is an engaging conversation that we're going to have. So chime in. If you have a question, let us know, and we'll be happy to answer it. And so I'm going to turn it over to Brian and let him do his thing.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, we hope it's engaging, right? So I'll make searching on LinkedIn as engaging as I possibly can. So, all right. So I'm going to jump right over to my LinkedIn profile and just show you what it is we're talking about here, because there's some powerful things you can do with LinkedIn search. I'm going to start with the free LinkedIn search for those of you that do not have a premium or a Sales Navigator account, because there are some things that you can do with the free version. And then we'll jump over and I'll show you the power of Sales Navigator. So I'm going to start by just searching for a particular type of person in a particular type of industry. If you're listening and you have a particular search you would like us to do today, please post that in the comments. Like if you want us to find a certain type of individual or a group of individuals, post it in the chat. And when we get over to the Sales Navigator side of this, I will be happy to do that. So, but to kick it off, I'm going to look. Let's see, what should we choose today? I like choosing something different every time I share this. So how about someone that works in the insurance field, someone who is an insurance agent? Let's say that's my market. So I can simply type insurance agent. I mean, it's really not that surprising, right? Insurance agent. And when I do, oftentimes LinkedIn is going to recommend or suggest, like, what is it that I'm actually wanting to search for? And you'll see right below the search bar, they're asking, do I want to look for insurance agent in the jobs category, the people category, the groups category, or do I want to look at one of these businesses that are showing up here in search? And for this search, I want to find people who are insurance agents. So I'm going to select that and let LinkedIn search kind of go to work here and attempt to bring back the results that I'm looking for. And the reason that we want to do this is, if I'm in a business where I want to connect with insurance agents in this example, then these are potentially people who I might want to connect with. And because I reside in Las Vegas, you'll notice that in this case, all of these insurance agents happen to be in Las Vegas, Las Vegas, Las Vegas, Las Vegas. And that may or may not be what you're looking for. So let's say, for example, I wanted to find insurance agents that are in Los Angeles as for some reason. I can actually refine this search by using what's called a Boolean command. And I know that sounds fancy. If you're not familiar with that phrase, don't worry about it. I'm going to show you how you use it. One of the Boolean commands is the word and, A-N-D. And when you use a Boolean command, you need to let LinkedIn know that that's what you intend to do. And so you put the Boolean command word in all capital letters. So I'm going to type in and all capital. That's important. If you do not put and in all capital, you're not going to get the same result that I'm getting here. And I'm just going to type in Los Angeles and see what that's spelled correctly. A-N-G-E-L-E-S. It is, right? Ronan, help me out here. I think it is. Los Angeles. Yeah. It's showing it's misspelled. Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna go with it though. So if I do that, you'll see that excuse me, my search results changed. And now I'm looking at insurance agents that are in the greater Los Angeles area. So that's a way that you can use this Boolean command word and in all capital and refine your search. So, and there's other things that you could do with this. And you could string these commands. I could put and Los Angeles, and I could also put and maybe some sort of a discipline. Like if I wanted to find insurance agents that sell life insurance or something like that, I could maybe put and life, and it's going to look for people that meet all three of these criteria, that they're insurance agent, Los Angeles, and there's somewhere in their profile the word life or something like that. And you'll notice, there we go, all of these life insurance specialty agents in Los Angeles are now appearing. So this is a really helpful way to use just the free search that LinkedIn provides. So I'm going to move on over now to Sales Navigator, which takes this and allows you to even do more refinement. So, and you'll notice that even though I have a lot of refinement here, I'm still getting 24,000 results. And candidly, that's just too much to handle, for most of what we want to do from a networking perspective. So I'm going to go over to Sales Navigator and see if I can refine this even further by clicking on my Sales Navigator icon up here in the upper right-hand corner. If you do not have a Sales Navigator account yet, it is a paid LinkedIn add-on. They do give you a 30-day free trial to this. So if you like what you see here and you want to try this out on your own, you can go sign up for it, use it for 30 days and cancel before they bill you. I believe the monthly fee is now up to about $80 a month if you continue, but you do get that full 30 days to use it in its full capacity while you're trying it out. And then another thing I want to mention before I use this tool is tomorrow, which is Friday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, we are we're facilitating our guaranteed sales appointments workshop. It's about an hour and a half deep dive training where we're going to unpack our entire process for you on how we generate a steady flow of guaranteed sales appointments for ourselves and for our clients. It's free to attend, and you will leave that workshop with a 7-day action plan that you can implement on your own to get sales appointments in your own business. So I just thought I'd plug that in case you have an interest in joining us tomorrow. We have some spots left, so take advantage of that. Okay, Sales Navigator. So this is the homepage of Sales Navigator. I go usually right into this little all filters link next to the search bar, and I'm going to click it. And there's two ways you can search here. One is by a lead and one is by an account. The difference is very simple. A lead is an individual person and an account is a company. So if you're doing like account-based marketing where you want to, infiltrate, we'll call it a particular business, or you would go and use an account-based search. But for today, I'm going to take this insurance agent example further and show you how we can refine that search even more using Sales Navigator. All right, so I'm going to click lead filters. And that's going to take me right into all the different filters that I have available to me with Sales Navigator, and you'll see there's quite a few. I'm scroll down and you can see there's lots. And I'm going to start the same way I did over in the free search, and in the keyword area, type in insurance agent.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
So I think we're having a little technical difficulty because we can't see the search results.
Oh,
we are still, I think, on the LinkedIn side.
Well, let me reshare my. See, this is the benefit of having a co-host, because I'm not looking at anything but my screen. So let me go back over to here. I'm going to remove that there, and I'm going to share Sales Navigator instead. Hold on. See, this is a learning process. All right, now I'm going to share that, and you should be now seeing Sales Navigator.
We can see it now.
Okay, so I'm going to back up just a scotch. Scotch, by the way, is the technical term for fixing my error. And yes, leave. Okay.
I think a skosh is just a little bit bigger than a smidge, right?
Is that what it is? Probably. It's probably Yiddish. All these words like that seem to be have a Yiddish history. I don't know.
Origin to it, yeah.
Origin, exactly. All right, so just so you don't get lost here. So this is the homepage of Sales Navigator. The all filters link I was referring to is right here next to the search bar. When you click on it, you'll see lead filters and account filters, and I'm going into lead filters. Okay, so that's how I got to this particular page, and that way, because you weren't seeing my screen, now you know how to get there. So, and here are all those filters that I was talking about that you weren't seeing. So just as I did in the free search bar, in the keywords area, I'm going to type in insurance agent, and you'll see again that they're showing us some ideas. Like, what are we looking for? Do we want to narrow it to an insurance broker, insurance agent, real estate? Do I mean property agent, people who worked as an insurance agent, or people who are working currently as an insurance agent? And whoops, I just hit my mouse the wrong way. So in this case, I am looking for people working as an insurance agent. So I'm going to select that. And you'll notice up here, it's showing 199,000 and change results. And this is worldwide. So obviously that's way too broad. So I'm going to start to narrow down by geography. And why don't we just choose, we left off in Los Angeles over on the other search. So I'm going to choose that as my criteria. So here's Los Angeles metropolitan area. Sounds good to me. And it brought that down to 8,000. And one thing I'll point out is, if you remember, it was showing 24,000 results on the free search, and now we're only showing 8,000. And the reason for this is, on the other search with the free version, there's a lot of clutter, right? And so, meaning there could have been businesses in there, groups in there, posts in there that are about insurance agents in Los Angeles. And what we're looking for are just the people. So when you're using Sales Navigator, you're really only, it's a much more narrow focus. And this is what we're looking for, especially when we're trying to build a list of potential people to reach out to. And there's some cool things that you can do here that we like to do. One is, you might be looking for insurance agents that work in a certain sized company, maybe a small company, maybe a larger company. And there's ways of narrowing your search down here in Sales Navigator by doing that. So if you scroll down here, you'll see company headcount, and you can click on this and you can look at all the different options you have available. So let's say we're looking for an insurance agent that works in a medium or a small, medium-sized insurance agency, like 51 to 200 employees. I can select that, and you'll see now my search results go from 8,000 in Los Angeles all the way down to 427. And now we're starting to get into a more manageable group that we can reach out to, connect with, message with, and things like that. And if you're looking for, again, technique, strategy on how to do that, please join us tomorrow during our deep dive training at 11:30 a.m. Because we're going to go show you how we do that specifically, what we say, how we communicate with new people, how we build and nurture those relationships. We're going to be going over all that tomorrow. But just to give you an idea, so you can use these other filters. Maybe you're looking for insurance agents that are self-employed, right? Now it's showing us 111 using this criteria in Los Angeles. So there's lots of different things depending on what you're wanting to accomplish that you can do. So I'm going to go back to this 51 to 200, this 427, and leave that up there. And if you want, you could even narrow it further. So another filter I like to use is this relationship filter. When I click on that, it's letting me know, look, I can communicate with people who I'm already connected with. That's a first degree connection. Or maybe I want to start with people who are a second degree connection, meaning I'm connected to someone who is also connected with the people who I am potentially going to reach out to. So if I click second degree connections, you'll see that now I've only got about 40. I got 40 people. But the cool thing about that is I'm going to stop here and show you what the results look like. Is all of these people who I don't know, right? Andre, Omar, Shiva, Patrick. I don't know these people per se. I'm connected with at least one other person on LinkedIn that they are also connected with. And then you can see, like with Andre, I share 18 connections with him. So if I go and reach out to Andre, he'll see that. Oh, I'm already connected with other people in his network, and there's a higher likelihood, I should say, that Andre would accept my message or accept my connection request. So this is a really powerful way to use Sales Navigator by reaching out to those types of people. So that's a filter that we often use. And that's kind of what I wanted to show here, just the differences between what you can do on the free search versus some of the additional tools you have at your disposal if you decide to use Sales Navigator.
So, Brian, it's safe to say that Sales Navigator is much more robust than the free version. Even I think the $29 or $30 premium version, I don't think gets you what Sales Navigator will get you.
Correct. So there are different levels of the premium LinkedIn. And I've just found that if you're going to invest anything at all into the LinkedIn premium services, you might as well go right to the top, because you'll just be missing out on especially these filters and things like that I just showed. And what's the point? I mean, there's other things that come with the non-Sales Navigator premium versions that might be $40 a month or $30 a month. But if you're serious about building relationships and building your network, invest the extra 30 or 40 bucks and go up to Sales Navigator and get the full power of what LinkedIn can provide you would be my recommendation. So, and then Bonnie's here. Thanks, Bonnie, for commenting. And we definitely love having you here, and I'll look for your Facebook message. So, after we're done. Well, that's kind of all I've got, Ronan. I mean,
listen, here's the thing. So let me kind of tie it all up together here. We started off on Monday talking about your headline and your market to message match. And then we talked about the 3-point power profile on Tuesday. Yesterday, we talked about messaging, and now we cap it all off with how to connect to people and how to find the people that you really actually want to talk to. What's really funny is when you go to a live networking event, you sort of have to ferret those people out one by one. They don't stand in groups. What's great about this, and LinkedIn is a networking tool, right? It's not simply an online resume kind of thing. When you use this tool, you can really get to the nub, and you can't do that in a live networking event. You got to sort through, and it probably take you 3 bourbons to figure out who it is you actually want to talk to.
A 3 bourbon meeting.
Right, which is not necessarily a bad thing from that aspect. But I will tell you that it's a lot easier to do it here and hone in on the person that you're looking to talk to, because that way you can have some very directed conversation with them through the messaging that we talked about yesterday.
And I suppose you could drink bourbon while you're using Sales Navigator.
Right.
I haven't really thought about it that way.
Even better. You can get the good stuff, and you can light up a cigar and do the same thing. There's so many opportunities to using Sales Navigator. It's unbelievable.
We're definitely getting off the rails here.
We are. But here's the thing. We're going to go and tie this all up in a big ball tomorrow. And we're going to do some really legit training tomorrow at 11:30. So guaranteedsalesappointments.com. Go there, register, It's free 99. So there's like no reason
Free
not to go.
99.
It's free 99. So
is.
go there, register, and join us for the training. I mean, it's like I say, like legit training. We'll go through everything with you. We'll wrap up the whole week in a deeper way.
Awesome. All right, everybody, go out there and have a great, productive, and healthy Thursday. And let us know if there's anything we can do for you.
Absolutely. Bye, everybody.